Have any of you done anything as fantabulous to the White House as my wonderful ballroom? Those of you that were presidents, of course.
Whatever, deplorable. Now, Donald, you're being disingenuous. You know, Mrs. Clinton was an excellent Secretary of State during the course of my administration.
She was horrible. Why is she here? She lost. You said you were bringing Clinton, Obama. Where is he? Where's my Billy boy, Obama?
Now, calm down, everyone. I believe that one day, man and Citron will be able to coexist peacefully.
I can't believe it. It sounds like ICE is breaking in.
Jesus Christ, Donald. These people look like, zombies. What have you been feeding them?
America First RFK Jr. copyright symbol lunches sponsored by PragerU trademark symbol include Walmart shrimp, Red 40, and Nelk Boy seltzer. You think that garbage your wife was serving the school children was any better?
It seems that a fool can ask more questions than 10 wise men can answer.
Fool me once, can't get fooled again. I don't feel bad for these zombies, but I do pity the fool. My fellow Americans, lock and load.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The El Pearly Show. Sorry about that long intro, I just could not resist. Today, we are back with another episode of Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies Smoke Spots. This time, we're going to be exploring 5, aka the map that a lot of people hate because it's not shaped like a fucking racetrack like Kino is. 5 is definitely not near the same vibe as Kino. This map is hard. I was playing it the other night on stream, and I was getting my fucking ass beat the entire time. I swapped my fucking... Some people might even say this isn't even a place you should be smoking at. But if I can make a video about the Sierra Madre, I think I can make a video about damn near anything. So let's get into it. As always, check out the Twitch. I usually play these games on stream before I make videos about them, so if that's something you'd be interested in, check me out. Text on screen or the link in description. I don't have any fucking sponsors, so I gotta sponsor myself. You guys can buy my shitty Redbubble merch too. I know I look employed right now, but I am not, so consider it. The first 5 smoke spot that we're gonna be going over today is one that I know a lot of you envisioned into your mind's eye whenever you clicked on the video. That's right, we're gonna be going to the infamous conference room table glitch spot. I do believe this is patched on most modern platforms, but it's a very infamous glitch. If you've played any more than 10 minutes of Call of Duty Zombies, you can take one look at this and know that something has gone terribly, irreparably wrong. Maybe not irreparably like I said, because this did get patched, but it still is extremely funny to see how you can trivialize the difficulty of the entire level by putting yourself in air jail. This whole map is a fucking nightmare, so I'm just gonna tell you, this is gonna be the safest spot on the list. Proceed with caution from here on out. The game wants you to spark up here. There's cigars and ashtrays right here. This is the 60s after all. Blowing smoke on your pregnant coworkers is the polite thing to do. Cigarettes only stopped being endorsed by physicians about a decade prior to this, and this was pre-internet, so you know people were still smoking like that shit was sweet. I think the most unrealistic part of the Pentagon in this game is that a woman has enough agency in the 60s to order the kirkening of John F. Kennedy. And this is a game where a Russian scientist uses instant transmission to infringe on your Second Amendment rights.
Pentagon, be like, wait, you got it over here? Nah, keep it, bro.
This meme was made by M14.
Just next door and next up on our list is going to be this elevator here. It's an enclosed space with a relative amount of safety compared to the rest of the map, especially the beginning room. If you've made it this far in the video, you're probably smart enough to realize that this is the obligatory hotbox spot. If you're with anybody else, you're most likely going to be ass to ass during the smoke session because of how cramped this thing is, but it still might be preferable to taking the other elevator, because at least this one doesn't have a window in it, and it also doesn't take you to the most anxiety-inducing part of the map. The second elevator is definitely a lot more spacious, but I feel like the zombie window is going to let all the smoke out if you try and box it, which is lame. Unsurprisingly, there are some logistical issues with smoking weed in the Pentagon. Given between the two, I think I would still choose the first elevator for a solo sesh, but I would pick the second one if I had a friend or two. The second elevator does get points for being close to the stakeout though. Stakeout, my beloved.
Munches, ride shotgun.
You thought I was feeling you?
Next spot on the list is going to be one of these mystery box locations on the bottom floor, specifically this one with the TV, the desk, and the fine and dandy anatomical drawings of the hellhounds and the zombies. These are actually the same drawings that you can find in Kino, fun fact. I'm sure it's more of a reused asset than a lore distinction, but still pretty cool. I picked this spot as a smoke spot location because look around it. It's pretty much the only chill spot in the entirety of the lab floor. You've got a little desk, a chair, an old CRT. That's more than most of this floor has. The rest of this floor is pretty fucking terrifying. This seems like a good place to get away from it all and smoke some doobies and watch the same 10-second loop of where the mystery box might be.
Don't one more minute, Mr. Man.
The lab floor is fucking scary, and there really is not a lot of good spots to smoke here. Fortunately, you do have this pig to keep you company.
How can you be A-cab when you see this little sweet snookum's face?
It always made me sad to see the experimentation pig here. I wish you could set him free from his chains. I don't know if I would really consider this a smoke spot, because I don't know if smoking next to the pig would help or hurt the guy. For the record, I think giving any sort of animal recreational substances that aren't recommended by your vet is generally a bad idea. I think it's kind of cruel to force any sort of psychoactive substance on an animal, but pigs do have cannabinoid receptors, and maybe this motherfucker got some element 115 in him, so he's like a super pig now. Oh, jeez. I think that would be really awful for a pig to have super intelligence. I think we should move on. Imagine being acutely aware of your situation and being able to do nothing about it. It would be like living in 2025. I haven't been doing actual countdowns on these videos since the first couple of episodes, but the next spot on our list definitely takes the cake for the best smoke spot in 5. You know it. It's the most iconic part of the map. You saw it in the intro. It's the Pack-a-Punch room. You've really got everything you need here. What more could you ask for? You've got enough CRTs to watch Family Guy funny moments, Subway Surfers, slime videos, and Moist Critical at the same time, analog style. And you've still got enough screens left over to spy on your constituents. You also got some chairs in the lobby here. It is the 1960s after all, so if you're not happy with all the cigarette or weed smoke in the room, you can go stand 10 feet over there and we can pretend that you definitely can't still smell it, even though you can literally taste it. Unfortunately, 5 isn't a completely safe Pack-a-Punch room like Kino, but apparently this can be remedied. I managed to find this YouTube video that claims you can get up on the table, conference room style. This video says it's unpatched, but it is from 7 years ago. I'm gonna try and see if I can get this done while I'm editing this video, and Pearly, Editor Pearly, we'll get back to you on y'all on whether or not I managed to do it or not. But that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. If you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. I've got some more Fallout and Black Ops 1 content coming up soon. Let me know what you all would like to see in the comment. I really do appreciate the support and the blow up this channel has had over the past month or so. I do appreciate you all. If you like my content, feel free to check me out on other platforms. Blah, blah, blah. What the fuck ever. You know the drill. See you next time. Also, I know I'm going to get at least one comment that's like, nice clip on.